Analytics, Content Creation, Audio and Video by tenGEN AI by Tensorminds. Are you tired of slow customer service and costly recruitment processes? Welcome to the discussion where we explore the future of business automation. Today, we're diving into AI's groundbreaking solution from Meet Intel and Smartspher Technologies, a unified platform designed to transform customer care and recruitment through the power of AI. We'll uncover the challenges businesses face with inefficient support, high hiring costs, and suboptimal service delivery. Then, we'll explore how this innovative platform tackles these issues head-on with a WhatsApp-integrated chatbot for real-time customer interactions and an end-to-end recruitment automation system that streamlines the entire hiring process. We'll also discuss the unique value proposition, including seamless integration, human-like AI interaction, and multilingual capabilities. We'll look at the market opportunity, the revenue streams, and the key metrics that demonstrate the potential of this technology. Finally, we'll examine the company's traction, achievements, and future plans, including their vision for growth and expansion. Join us as we explore how this platform is poised to revolutionize the way businesses operate, offering a glimpse into the future of automation. Let's get started.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to do a deep dive into a company I'm super interested in.
Oh, yeah.
Meet Intel.
Interesting company.
They're using AI for customer care, that kind of stuff, and also recruitment.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing how much of a problem they're tackling.
Totally.
Like everyone has those horror stories of just being stuck on hold with customer service.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Or endlessly sending out resumes with no response.
Oh, it's the worst.
And they're really trying to make that whole process better for both sides,
Yeah, for the customer, but also for the company.
Exactly.
So they're going beyond just, like a simple chatbot. Right?
Oh, yeah. This is way more advanced.
Like, what are they actually offering here?
Well, they've built a whole platform.
Okay.
It handles everything from customer questions to onboarding new hires.
Whoa.
So it's not just a separate tool, it's a whole interconnected system.
And they're integrating with all those big enterprise systems too, right?
Right, like ERP, CRM, all that stuff.
That's a big deal because those systems are usually so complex and hard to work with.
Exactly.
They're not just slapping a chatbot on a website and calling it a day.
No, it's about making those existing systems work better using AI.
And it seems to be working.
Yeah, their traction is pretty impressive.
Right.
They're already handling over 1,000 chatbot interactions every day.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a lot of automated conversations happening.
Oh, okay. So before we get too deep into how it all works,
Sure.
can you give us a picture of the problems Meet Intel is trying to solve?
Okay, imagine you're a customer.
Yeah.
You just have a simple question,
Okay.
but you're stuck on hold forever.
Ugh, the worst.
Getting transferred from department to department.
Yeah, you can't even find a way to contact a human.
Exactly.
It's so frustrating.
Or maybe you're a business owner
Okay.
and you're drowning in a sea of resumes.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
You just can't find the right people.
It takes so much time and effort.
Exactly. Those are the problems that Meet Intel is trying to fix.
So it's inefficiency on both sides.
Right. Both for the customer and for the business.
And it's not just a minor annoyance.
No, it has real consequences.
For sure.
Like customers get frustrated and they might go to a competitor,
Yeah, you lose business.
and companies waste time and money on inefficient processes.
Okay, so problems are clear.
Mm-hmm.
But how does Meet Intel's technology actually address those challenges?
Well, let's start with their customer care chatbot.
Okay, the one that's integrated with WhatsApp?
Yes,
That seems like a really smart move because so many people already use WhatsApp.
exactly. It's a platform with massive global reach.
So instead of having to download a separate app
Right.
or, go to a specific website,
Yeah, you can just use something you're already familiar with.
makes sense. So how does the chatbot actually work?
Well, it uses something called natural language processing.
NLP.
Yeah, basically it can understand and respond to human language.
So it's not just a robot spitting out canned responses?
No, it can actually understand the nuances of what you're saying.
So even if I'm not using perfect grammar,
And industry jargon.
exactly, it can still figure out what you mean.
That's impressive.
And it can pull up relevant information from the company's systems.
So like if I have a question about an order,
Yes,
it can actually access my order history.
exactly. And it can provide updates on shipping.
Okay, so it's connected to the company's back-end systems.
Yes, it's not just a standalone chatbot.
That makes a big difference because then it can actually do something helpful.
Right. It's not just providing general information.
So it can answer questions, but can it also do things like
Oh, yeah.
process returns or even let me make a purchase?
Absolutely. It can handle a wide range of tasks.
That's awesome.
It's really about streamlining the whole customer journey.
But what about those really complex issues? The ones that maybe need a human touch?
Right.
Does the chatbot know when to pass me off to a real person?
Yeah, that's a key part of your design.
Okay, good, because sometimes you just need to talk to a human.
They have something called intelligent escalation.
So if the chatbot can't answer your question, or if it senses that you're getting frustrated,
Yeah.
it will seamlessly transfer you to a human agent.
So it's not about replacing humans entirely. It's about using AI to make things more efficient.
Exactly. And to provide the best possible experience for the customer,
Makes sense.
whether that's through AI or through human interaction.
Okay, now let's talk about the recruitment side of things.
Okay.
They offer end-to-end recruitment automation, right?
Yes.
So what does that actually look like in practice?
Let's say you're a company and you need to fill a position. Instead of manually going through resumes,
Yeah.
you just upload the job description to MENA's platform.
Okay. And then what?
Their AI engine takes over.
So it analyzes all the resumes?
Exactly. It looks for skills, experience, education.
And does it go beyond just matching keywords?
Oh yeah, it goes much deeper than that.
Okay, because sometimes the perfect candidate might not use the exact keywords
Right.
that the company is looking for.
It looks for patterns and connections,
Okay.
things that a human recruiter might miss.
Interesting. So it's like it can see the potential.
Yeah, exactly. It identifies those hidden gems.
And by automating that initial screening, it frees up recruiters to focus on the more human aspects of the process.
Right, like evaluating soft skills,
Yeah.
assessing cultural fit, and conducting interviews.
So it's like a win-win for everyone.
Is
Recruiters save time
yeah.
and candidates get a fair assessment.
It's about making the whole process more efficient and effective.
I do have one question though.
Sure.
Could this reliance on AI lead to bias in the hiring process?
That's a great question, and it's something Meet and Tell has thought about carefully.
Okay, good.
They've taken steps to ensure that their algorithms are as fair and unbiased as possible.
Like what kind of steps?
For example, they've removed personal identifiers from the initial screening.
Oh, so like
Okay.
names and photos.
Exactly. So
Wow.
the AI is just focusing on skills and experience,
That makes sense to prevent any unconscious bias.
right? It's about making the process as objective as possible.
I like that. Okay, so we've talked about how Meet and Tell solutions work, but let's talk about the company itself.
Okay.
Who are the founders?
So we have Dr. Rakshan Zulfikar
Okay.
and Mohammed Hussein Kamar.
What are their backgrounds?
Well, Dr. Zulfikar is a leading expert in AI,
Interesting.
and Kamar has extensive experience in operations and scaling businesses.
Oh, wow. So it's like the perfect combination.
Right.
The brains and the business sense?
Yeah, they complement each other really well.
So what made them decide to start Meet and Tell?
They both saw firsthand the challenges businesses were facing.
With customer service and recruitment?
Exactly. And they felt that existing solutions were either too expensive
Okay.
or too complex or just not effective.
So they saw a gap in the market.
Yeah. And they decided to use their expertise to create something better.
And it sounds like they're really passionate about this.
Oh, yeah. It's more than just a business for them.
Like they really want to solve these problems.
Exactly.
They're on a mission to make AI work for everyone.
I love that.
It's about empowering businesses and individuals with this technology.
Okay. I'm definitely intrigued now.
Good.
We've covered a lot of ground, but there's still so much more to explore.
Right. We haven't even talked about their growth strategy or their plans for the future.
Exactly. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and dive deeper into Meetnan's journey and their vision for the future.
It's an exciting story for sure.
Okay, so let's unpack those solutions a bit more,
Okay.
starting with that WhatsApp integration
Right.
for customer care.
Right. So think about it this way.
Okay.
You're a customer. You have a question about an order.
Okay.
Instead of going to a website or calling a number,
Right.
you just open up WhatsApp
Easy.
and send a message.
Like I'm texting a friend.
Exactly. It's
Right.
familiar and comfortable.
So I like that, but on the back end, what's happening?
Right. So Meet and Tell's chatbot,
Yeah.
it uses natural language processing
To understand what you're asking, and then it can pull up relevant information.
from the company's systems
Right, like your order history,
or product details.
shipping updates, things like that.
So it's not just a limited set of responses.
No, it's actually connected to the company's data.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's real-time information.
So it can answer my questions, but can it also do things like process a return
Oh yeah,
or even let me make a purchase?
it can handle a lot of different tasks.
Wow, that's really streamlining things.
Exactly. It makes the whole customer journey so much smoother.
But what about those times when I need to talk to a real person?
Right.
Like a really complex issue.
Yeah, so they've built in something called intelligent escalation.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
So if the chatbot encounters something it can't handle, or if it senses you're getting frustrated,
Yeah.
it will seamlessly transfer you to a human agent.
Okay, so it's not about completely replacing humans.
Right.
It's more about augmenting their capabilities.
It's exactly, and ensuring the best possible experience for the customer.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what about recruitment automation?
Okay, so imagine you're a company, you're trying to fill a position.
Okay.
Instead of going through tons of resumes,
Right.
you upload the job description to Meet and Hell's platform,
Sounds easy enough.
and their AI engine takes over.
So it analyzes all those resumes.
Yep, looking at skills, experience, education, all that.
But how does it decide which candidates are worth a closer look?
Well, it's not just matching keywords.
Okay.
It analyzes the contents of the resume.
Like the actual experience.
Right, and it can identify patterns and connections.
Things that a human might miss.
Exactly. So it can find those candidates who might not have the perfect keywords.
But still have the right skills.
Exactly. They call them hidden gems.
I like that.
And by automating that first step,
The initial screening.
recruiters can focus on the more important things.
Yeah, like actually getting to know the candidates.
Right, and making sure they're a good fit for the company.
So it seems like it's a win-win.
Yeah, I think so. Recruiters save time, candidates get a fairer assessment.
But one concern I have is, could this reliance on AI lead to bias in hiring?
That's a really important question, and it's something Meet and Tell is very aware of.
Okay, good to hear.
They've implemented things to make sure their algorithms are as fair as possible.
Okay, like what?
So, for example, they've removed personal identifiers from the initial screening process.
So things like names and photos?
Yeah, so the AI is just looking at the qualifications.
That's really interesting.
It's all about trying to be as objective as possible.
Okay, now let's talk about how they make money.
Right. So their revenue model is pretty interesting.
How so?
They mainly use a usage-based pricing model.
Oh, I've heard of that. It's like pay as you go, right?
Exactly. So instead of paying a fixed monthly fee,
Yeah.
you only pay for what you use.
So like if my chatbot is handling a lot of customer interactions.
Right. Then you would pay more.
But if it's a slow month,
Then you pay less.
that's pretty flexible.
Yeah, it's a big advantage for businesses that have fluctuating needs.
So a small business could use it without breaking the bank.
Exactly. And they also have tiered pricing plans.
Okay, so there are different levels of service.
Right. So you can choose a plan that fits your budget and your needs.
And I assume they offer discounts for larger companies?
Yeah, of course, volume discounts and things like that.
Okay, so their revenue model seems pretty well thought out.
And they also have other revenue streams,
Oh, like what?
like transaction fees for e-commerce integrations
Okay.
and custom development services.
So they're not just relying on one thing.
Right. It's a diversified approach.
Now let's talk competition.
Okay, so they're operating in a pretty competitive market.
Yeah, there are a lot of chatbot and recruitment platforms out there.
Exactly. So they've got some big players to contend with.
Like who?
Well, there's C Square.
Okay.
They offer more traditional chatbot solutions. And then you've got Botsify.
I've heard of them.
They're known for their
Yeah.
easy-to-use bot building platform. And then there are more niche players,
Okay.
like Planet 12 Bot.
What do they do?
They focus specifically on e-commerce customer service.
So it's a mix of big companies and specialists.
Yeah.
So how does Meet and Tell stand out?
Well, one thing is their focus on human-like AI interactions.
Right, we talked about that.
A lot of their competitors offer more basic chatbots.
The ones that just give canned responses,
Exactly.
which can be really frustrating.
Yeah, Meet and Tell's chatbot is designed to be more conversational and to understand the nuances of human language.
Okay, so that's one thing, but what else?
Another big differentiator is their integration with existing business systems.
Right, they work with ERP, CRM, all that stuff.
Exactly, and that's something a lot of their competitors don't do.
So their platform is more connected.
Yeah, it's not just a standalone solution.
It's part of a larger ecosystem.
Right, and that allows businesses to streamline their workflows.
And get a more holistic view of their operations.
Exactly. It's all about making things work together seamlessly.
Okay, so they've got a solid foundation. They're addressing real problems. They're using innovative technology.
Yeah, and they have a smart approach to integration.
But the tech world moves fast.
It does.
How are they staying ahead of the curve?
Well, they're investing a lot in research and development.
Oh.
They're always exploring new AI capabilities. And they're really good at listening to their customers.
That's important.
Yeah, they take feedback seriously, and they're always adding new features.
So they're not just sitting back and relaxing.
No, they're constantly pushing themselves to innovate.
Now, before we talk about their future plans,
Sure.
I want to go back to something we mentioned earlier.
Okay.
The ethical implications of AI.
Right.
It's a big topic these days.
Yeah, it's really important to make sure that AI is used responsibly.
Absolutely. And Meet and Tell seems to be taking that seriously.
Yeah, they're very conscious of the potential risks,
Okay.
and they've taken steps to address those concerns.
Like what kind of steps?
Well, they're focused on preventing bias in their algorithms. And they're also very committed to data privacy.
That's crucial.
Yeah, they want to make sure that people's information is protected.
So it's not just about building cool technology, it's also about using it ethically.
Exactly. It's about thinking about the broader impact of AI.
Okay, so with all that in mind, let's talk about the future.
All right. So what's next for Meet and Tell?
What are their plans for growth and expansion?
Well, they have a pretty ambitious roadmap.
Okay, tell me more.
They're starting by focusing on the MENA region,
Okay.
where they're already seeing a lot of success.
So deepening their roots in a market that's already receptive.
Exactly. And then they plan to expand into Europe,
Interesting.
which is a huge market for AI solutions.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're taking a phased approach to expansion,
That makes sense.
making sure they're well prepared for each new market.
But expansion isn't just about geography, is it?
No, they're also focused on technological advancements.
And what are they working on?
Well, they're investing heavily in R&D,
Okay.
exploring new AI capabilities.
So they're not just content with what they have now.
No, they're always pushing the boundaries.
So what are some of the specific things they're exploring?
Well, one area is making their AI even more human-like.
Okay.
They want their chatbot to be able to understand and respond to emotions.
That's interesting.
So it's not just about processing information.
Yeah, it's about having a more natural interaction.
Exactly.
Wow, that's pretty advanced.
They're also working on AI-powered tools that can analyze customer sentiment
Okay.
so they can provide insights to businesses.
To help them improve their products and services.
Exactly. It's all about using AI to make better decisions.
So amidst all this technological development, are they still committed to that human-centric approach?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it would be easy to get carried away with all the cool tech,
Right, but they firmly believe that AI should augment human capabilities.
not replace them.
Exactly. It's about empowering employees, not eliminating jobs.
That's good to hear.
They're creating tools that help people work more efficiently and make better decisions.
So it's all about finding that balance between technology and human ingenuity.
I think that's a great way to put it.
And Meet and Tell seems to be doing a good job of that.
Yeah, they're proving that it's possible to create a future where AI is a force for good.
Okay, I like that.
A future that creates new opportunities and empowers businesses.
And ultimately makes our lives better.
That's the goal.
Okay, so we've covered a lot today.
We have.
From Meet and Tell's founding to their ambitious plans for the future.
Yeah, it's been a fascinating journey.
But before we wrap up,
Sure.
I want to take a step back
Okay.
and think about the bigger picture.
What do you need?
Meet and Tell's story is just one example of the incredible potential of AI
Right.
to transform industries and solve complex problems.
Yeah, it's clear that AI is here to stay
And it's already changing the world around us.
in so many ways.
But as AI continues to evolve, it's raising some important questions
For sure.
about the future of work,
Right.
the role of humans in a technologically advanced society.
And the ethical considerations we need to address.
It's a complex and multifaceted topic,
Yeah, there are no easy answers.
but it's a conversation we need to have.
Absolutely.
And I hope our deep dive into Meet and Tell has provided some food for thought
I agree. Meet and Tell's story is a reminder that we all have a role to play.
in shaping the future of AI.
Yeah, we need to be thoughtful and intentional about how we use this technology.
Okay, so let's bring it back to Meet and Tell
Sure.
and recap some of the key takeaways from our deep dive.
Okay, let's distill the essence of what we've learned.
So we've talked about them a lot.
Yeah, a lot of info.
What are the key takeaways? Like, what do people really need to know?
Okay, so first off, they're tackling those big problems.
The ones we all experience.
Yeah. Inefficient customer service
Right.
and those tough recruitment processes.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
And they're not just throwing tech at it, right?
No, it's a well thought out solution.
Like, how so?
Well, their platform integrates with all those existing systems.
It's like ERP and CRM and stuff.
Exactly.
The companies don't have to start from scratch.
Right, it just makes things so much smoother.
And it works with what they already have.
Exactly.
And that AI they use is really something else.
Yeah, it's impressive.
It's not just about automating things
It's about creating a better experience,
for everyone involved.
right, for customers and employees.
So Paint me a picture here.
Okay, so imagine you're a customer.
Okay.
You need help with something. You open up WhatsApp.
Which, like, everyone uses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You send a message.
Okay.
And Meet and Tell's chatbot is there.
Ready to help.
It understands what you need. And it gives you personalized responses.
Using the company's data.
Real-time information.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
No more waiting on hold.
No more frustrating phone menus.
Exactly.
And on the recruitment side, it's
Yeah.
like having a super-powered recruiter.
Right, sifting through all those resumes.
Finding the best candidates.
Even the ones that might get overlooked.
The hidden gems.
Exactly.
So recruiters can focus on what matters.
The human element.
Yeah, like building relationships.
Right, and making those final decisions.
Okay, so it's really a balance, isn't it?
It is.
Between automation and human expertise.
Working together.
Yeah, to get the best results.
And they do it all with a unique pricing model.
The usage-based one,
Right, so businesses only pay for what they use.
which is great for smaller companies.
Yeah, it makes it more accessible.
And they have different tiers too, right?
Yeah, so you could choose the level of service you need.
And it scales as your business grows.
Exactly. It's very flexible.
But it's not just about making money, right?
No, they're really committed to ethical AI.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And they want to make sure AI is used for good.
I think that's important.
It is. It's about more than just profits.
It's about making a positive impact.
Yeah. And they're doing that by expanding into new markets.
The MENA region and Europe.
Right. Bringing their solutions to more businesses.
And they're not slowing down on the innovation front either.
Always pushing forward.
Yeah, always exploring new AI capabilities.
It's amazing to see what they're coming up with.
So they're a company with a purpose,
Yeah, for sure.
using their tech to make a difference.
And they're just getting started.
So to wrap things up,
Yeah.
we've learned a lot about Meet and Tell.
A fascinating company
They're solving real problems.
with really innovative solutions,
And they're doing it ethically.
which is so important.
Yeah. So if you're interested in AI, check them out.
Yeah, definitely worth a look.
And think about how AI is changing the world.
It's a conversation we all need to be a part of.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for our deep dive on Meet and Tell.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Analytics, content creation, audio and video by tenGEN AI by Tensorminds. Thank you for listening.